to discuss with you some of the tips of the case machine and just give you some selling tips about whether it's a track machine or, like behind me, a rubber tire machine. This is a TV450, V standing for vertical lift. 450 is a 4,500 pound operating capacity for job site operations. That means I can take this machine, put 4,500 pounds up in the air and work on a job site every day. Okay, I can do it safely. When people refer to a tipping load of this machine, it would be double that number. That means it's a static measurement, doubling a 450 with 450 times 2 in the air. With the machine setting, it would static tip forward. So your lift capacity throughout the range of this machine is much higher than 450 at eye and ground level. It's just that's what it can operate with at the top. So that's a TV450. The V being a vertical lift machine has to do with this, what's called a lift linkage. The lift linkage in this machine allows this loader arm, as it raises, that lift linkage moves forward. And what that does effectively is keeps the bucket cutting edge exactly where it is throughout the range of motion of this machine. One of the downfalls of a vertical lift machine is the speed at which it dumps. This is really considered a pick and place machine. If you're a general contractor or general construction that needs high reach to be able to place something on scaffolding, a vertical reach machine would be what you want because you don't lose your forward reach through the whole operation. So if you had forks on or a dump height you had to hit, you're never going to lose that forward reach. Conversely, a TR model, so it'd be a Tom Robert or an R model, stands for radial lift arm. Basically, this lift linkage is absent. Now there's value to that. A radial lift machine is faster cycle times. If you're going to a customer that is working in dirt moving application, whether it's with a track machine or a rubber tire machine, a vertical lift machine will make that scoop of dirt, go up, dump, and come back down much faster than a vertical lift machine because you take the vertical lift arm out. It's extra movement, so you don't have that movement. The radial lift machine, however, has one distinct difference in this vertical lift arm, and it comes to the front of the machine. Again, as I said, the vertical lift machine, when it goes up, this cutting edge goes straight to the ceiling. Okay? A vertical lift arm at about, I would say, operator's seat height, or when they're setting in the seat, so head level will be about where I am now. The bucket cutting edge actually will move forward because it moves in that radius of that pinpoint in the back. So actually, if I stood about right here and this cutting edge started to come up, it would probably hit me in the face because it's working on a radius of here and it kind of goes out and back. Maximum dump height actually will put that bucket almost above the cab or about right in this area. So you lose at maximum dump height, you lose that forward reach. So maximum front reach on this machine is about this area. That maximum front reach will allow maybe somebody in the landscape business to reach across the back of a truck or a trailer to get a skid on the other side of a truck. It might allow him to reach back into a flower bed and dump stone. It may allow a concrete guy, again, to reach in the back of his project and dump sand to make a foundation. One of the important things we need to do when we're out trying to sell these products is we need to continue to differentiate ourselves. One of the things Case takes a lot of pride in is ground level service. That's sometimes things you have that you can accomplish over our competition and can maybe set you apart. So when we're in competitive deals with, again, competitive brands, one of the things that sets you apart is this serviceability. Whether it's the Alpha Series or the B Series track skid steer or rubber tire skid steer, one of the great aspects we have of this machine is ground serviceability. As you reach into the back of our machine, you see how the coolers are stacked. They can be accessed and actually be unbolted and swung out to be sprayed out, blown out to keep these fins from being packed in with dirt. We also have access to engine oil checks, level adds, Filters, more filters, depth fill, hydraulic fill. It gives us very easy access from standing on the ground. Our dead man switch, again, to shut down operations of the machine. It's all right in front of us. Very important air filter, as we discussed earlier. A lot of your competition might put filters on the back door. They don't have these accesses. Accesses might be up on the side of the machine. We want to make sure customers understand how easy it is to service our machine. Again, it'll help us differentiate ourselves when the price comes down to being very close. The A Series has been a good machine. The B Series has some wonderful updates. A lot of the main differences will occur in the cab. A lot of your operational functional things are very similar, but in the cab they've changed your display monitor, and in that display it allows us on cab units, because you can actually get the B Series without this display monitor. But in a cab unit with this display monitor, it allows you to, if those of you have tried it, to try to dial in the finesse of the controls on our machines. It was very tough in the past. You had to shut the computer down, go back into a back screen, etc. On the new B Series machine, it gives the operator the control to set in the seat, reach up and say, I want to be very fine in my movement, or I'll be very quick in my movement. All you have to do is have the hydraulics shut off, hit the button, and go. Thanks for watching today. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel or go find us at www.southeasternequip.com.